Hey everybody, I just wanted to come out with a quick video on if I think that music festivals are going to happen in the United States this year. Just a quick kind of summary of what I'm going to be talking about. The first thing is going to just be kind of where the US is right now with vaccines and COVID rates and deaths, and hopefully if things continue at current path, if it's going to look pretty likely that we're going to be having music festivals. And I'm also going to be talking about some of the music festivals that are currently on this year's slate, and then on the likelihood if they're going to happen. But so currently in the US, we peaked with cases at 260K 7-day average, and now we're at a 75% reduction. We're at 65K new cases per day. And I also wanted to take a look at Florida, because Florida's kind of like reopened a lot and we're having quite a bit of shows there. I've seen a lot of my friends post on Instagram like they're all going to shows now, and they peaked at 18K on the same date of January 1st, and now they're at 5.4K 7-day average. So that's a 70% reduction. So pretty close to the US average. So things are still looking pretty good. Right now we're at 3 million vaccine shots per day. You also have to take into account that most shots are two or more vaccines require two of them. And 32% of the US population has received at least one shot, although that doesn't include people under the age of 16, because no vaccines are approved for that yet. And we're expected to get to 70% by June 1st, and then 90% by July 21st. And that's only at the current rate at which vaccines are being distributed. So, and like that rate is going up pretty significantly every day or by every month. So if this is kind of like on the slower end of the spectrum, and if no more vaccines start coming out that are also approved by the FDA, then that rate should go up significantly. But even just with the one shot, I saw that the chances of you getting COVID or your immune system develops, I think it's like increased 80% resistance, versus like if you get like the 2 shots, the chances of you getting COVID decreased by I think go up to like 96 or like 99% or something. So even with one shot, 80% immunity is still pretty good. So I think in the US, the likelihood of us seeing festivals this summer, especially, post July, I think are really good. But obviously we still have some festivals coming up here in other specific states. So we'll see if that actually happens. The first being OVW, which is in Texas. I hope it happens. It's April 21st to 24th. It's a 2-day festival on Saturday, Sunday. I looked online and there's still GA tickets available if you wanted to attend. And the only, I think, cons I saw from looking at the festival were, for me personally, like I like trance and techno and a house as well, but it seemed kind of bass heavy. I did see like Cascade and Valentino Khan, Seven Lions, Griffin. So it's like a good lineup. I'd probably give it like maybe like a 6 of a lineup for me personally. So I wouldn't travel all the way to Texas for that. But if you're really have an itch for a music festival, and especially if you're in a bass, it's a pretty good festival. But yeah, just I think the one con for me was it's from 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. and I like my festivals to go like well into the night, hopefully more than a 2-day festival as well. But yeah, I think for me it's going to be a no. But yeah, if you're looking for a festival in April, that's probably the big one. And also if that happens, that could be an early indicator for if we're going to be seeing more music festivals this coming summer. So that's a big one. Of course, EDC Las Vegas, May 21st to the 23rd, Friday through Sunday. That one has opening ceremonies at 5 p.m. and it goes to 5:30 a.m. for all 3 days. I looked, all tickets are sold out. I already have a ticket because I had a ticket from last year and I moved it over to this year. So if it happens, I will be attending. At this point, there is no lineup, but it's EDC. If the lineup happens, it'll be amazing as always. The one thing is it's still not 100% going to happen. It's still set for May, but Insomniac or Pesco Rotella posted a post on Instagram saying that they submitted like a health and safety protocol and plan to the Las Vegas City Council, and it's currently being reviewed, and we're going to find out any day now, but apparently April 8th is like kind of the final day where we'd hear something. But if the health and safety protocol gets approved, then we'll most likely be having EDC in May. And I did see a lot of other festivals that I guess there are some festivals that happened. They were having like a 2-test system where you would test, I guess, before your flight, and you would test like day of. And if you have 2 negative tests, then you would be allowed to attend, and it'd be at that point, everyone inside for the most part should be COVID negative, so you'd be safe. But yeah, at this point, I think it's up in the air. I think the closer it gets, the more optimistic I'm getting. But then it's like really day to day. I feel like it's like 60%, 65% it's going to happen, and that's like I think maybe being pretty optimistic. But if it does get postponed, they said it's moving to October, and they already have dates there. Like I said, I have tickets, and I will be attending if it happens in May. I know some people are saying, move it, and I think Pasquale replied to someone's comment saying how it's like someone said it's very unsafe for it to happen during that time, and it's not okay. And I do feel bad for a lot of the international fans who want to attend EDC and just won't be getting the opportunity. Like, that's super unfortunate, and I feel like that will take a little bit away from the magic of EDC. That international feel to it of people coming from all around the world makes it that much special. But I do feel that if EDC were to happen in April, Abu Dhabi happens in April, EDC in May, I feel like that'd be a good sign for music festival happening in June, July, and as long as COVID rates don't skyrocket because of these festivals, then I think for the greater good of music festivals that having it in May will be good, because then we'll just be having more. Because if EDC pushes to October, then you keep moving the goalposts back, and then maybe it's like this whole year is lost again, and that's what I hope really doesn't happen, because I really missed music festivals this past year, and I'm pretty sure you all miss music festivals. So I'm personally hoping that EDC happens in May, because I would love to attend. I also saw there's like Elements Music and Arts Festival that's September 3rd to the 6th. It's also a camping festival. One thing that seemed pretty interesting that's very similar to a festival that I have tickets for that unfortunately got postponed, called Shambhala in Canada. That's a different thing just because it's in Canada, and I feel like they're being way more conservative with their live music events, especially like festivals. But that one, Shambhala, which got postponed to 2022, it's like you enter the festival, and once you're in the camping ground, it's like all one. And I think that's how Elements Music and Art Festival is. It's in Lakewood, Pennsylvania, because this opens Friday 6 a.m. and it closes Monday. So once it opens, you're there the whole time, and it closes, and then everyone leaves. But I did see tickets were still available. They're currently on Tier 3, and the lineup looked pretty decent to me. It was kind of a little bit of everything. I saw Yoda was on there, and I'm a big trance fan and a Juna Beats and Juna Deep fan, so he was really good. And it seemed like the top artists were pretty big, but a lot of them I didn't fully recognize. But I think it is a music and arts festival, so I feel like the feel of it will be very spiritual and like uplifting, and just like an overall like positive vibe. So similar to like what you'd see like at maybe Electric Forest. So that's maybe a festival that I might possibly attend. I'm kind of on the fence between that one and Imagine Music Festival, because the Imagine Music Festival lineup is honestly pretty freaking amazing. Like, so many great DJs are on there, and it is also a 3-day music festival. I have a friend in Atlanta, so maybe I'd also go visit him and stay with him, and we could go together. Tickets I saw GA were $340, VIP $455. One thing to take note in was that it is at a new venue. They're saying the change is, they're calling it a positive change. I don't know where the old venue was, because I've never attended Imagine Music Festival, but apparently now it's at at a location that they're describing as that they're in awe of its majestic beauty and splendor. So, and I looked at the venue, and it is in Georgia, and it's an 8,000 acre equestrian field, I guess, or a paradise. So I think it'd be similar to Coachella, because I think that takes place on, or at one point took place on an equestrian field. So it's like open grasslands and probably like maybe like a lot of trees in certain locations, in a pretty like probably well kept area. So, you know, it's somewhat naturey, like not like a forest or anything, but it's like, you know, green, and it seems like it'd probably be a pretty nice venue, pretty large. So yeah, right now currently I'm on the fence between Imagine Music Festival and Elements Music and Arts Festival. So Elements take place September 3rd through 6th, and Imagine takes place September 17th through 19th. And then I also have tickets for Beyond Wonderland. There's two of them. There was one in SoCal, and then there's one in PNW. I'm from Seattle, so I already have tickets for the one in Pacific Northwest, which takes place at the Gorge, which is a really beautiful venue. And it's also camping, so all three times that I've gone, I've camped. But I guess the one con for like someone who's actually been in the Gorge several times is like the camping and the venue are like pretty separated. It's like a 1 mile walk or something, which that kind of sucks. But the camping is a super fun environment. The venue is really beautiful. Like, I kind of hate that part in between where you can't just like go back to your campsite and you're not like in the music festival the whole time. You have to go through security and stuff. It kind of takes away a little bit from the experience, but the venue is really beautiful, and I highly recommend that you go to the Gorge at least one time. And then there's also Beyond Wonderland SoCal. But those are both Insomniac events. Just a quick thing also, that Beyond Wonderland Pacific Northwest used to be Paradiso, which was also done by a different music producer, or that a group that produced music festivals, but now it's done by Insomniac. The one in SoCal is the Nas Event Center, which I've been to once before for Dream State in 2019. Both of these take place in June, different weekends, back-to-back weekends. No lineups for either. I do feel that this is an Insomniac festival. If EDC gets canceled or it gets postponed till October, I do feel that both of these, since they're both Insomniac events, will most likely not happen as well. Just because it's like May, June, and if it is a smaller festival, so they're not as big as EDC. So like that, they have that going for them. But I feel like they're in more like kind of liberal states, or they're states that are more conservative with like live music, such as like Washington State, which is a blue state, and California, which is also a blue state. So I think I'm pretty optimistic with how music festivals are shaping this year. If LBW happens in April, which I do think that's going to happen in Texas, especially if EDC happens in May, I do feel that we're going to have a pretty fun summer, or a pretty fun 2021. I think by 2022, things will be like back to normal. Like, we're not even going to be thinking about COVID unless like a new strain comes out. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but I'm pretty excited for this year. I will for sure be attending EDC if it happens, Beyond Wonderland Pacific Northwest this year. And I will maybe attend Elements Music and Arts Festival or Imagine Music Festival, because Shambhala did get postponed to 2022. And then I maybe throw like another one or two in there as like new lineups start coming out. But I'm also getting in shape for EDC. So if any of you are interested in like a full day of eating or anything like that, I'll probably be posting one anyways, just because I'm currently down about 20 pounds this year alone, 75 pounds in total over the past 2.5 years or so. So yeah, if you guys are interested in like losing weight or getting back in shape for EDC, EDC is only like I think like 8 weeks away or 7 weeks away. So if you're interested in joining me on my journey and maybe losing like a pound or two a week, losing like 10 or 15 pounds by EDC, let me know, and I can come out with a music video and maybe just come out with like a general idea of like how for each person could like follow these formulas and can figure out how many calories you need to eat to lose a pound or a pound or two a week, and the macros you would need to follow. And then maybe I can come out with some like my day of eating and like the foods that I eat, and if you like them you can eat them too, because my foods are typically pretty simple but also filling and pretty good. And yeah, so maybe I'll be doing that soon, but let me know. I hope you guys have a great day. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be coming out with more, especially stuff that are related to health, fitness, music festivals, music in general, and just all my interests. So thanks again for watching, and have a great day.